Okay, this is a review for your second assessment on solving linear equations. All these, on this whole assessment, your goal is to solve for the variable x, okay? Negative 6 plus x equals negative 12. So here's the only x I have, okay? I have a negative 6 being added to it, okay? The operation's adding of negative 6, so I'm going to plus 6, and x is negative 6. Okay, negative 5x equals negative 35. So here's my only x. There's no sign between the negative 5 and the x, so that's a multiplication operation. So I do the opposite and divide by that same number that's multiplied by the x. Then those cancel. And negative 35 divided by negative 5 is 7. Okay, 8 minus 2x equals negative 16. I'm going to make that minus plus negative. So here we have an x being multiplied by negative 2, and then there's an 8 that's being added. So what I'm going to do first is unadd the positive 8. So I would do that by subtracting 8. So negative 2 times x, or negative 2x equals negative 24. Then I'm going to do the opposite of multiply, which is divide. Negative 24 divided by negative 2 is 12. Okay, now this one has two x variables in the problem. Okay, so since there's 2, I know that's a 1x. I know that'd be a plus negative 3. That's not an x, so plus negative 3. So look at your x's. Are they on the same side or are they on opposite sides? They're on the same side. So what you do if they're on the same side is you connect them with this little pyramid and write the word add. You're not going to balance, okay? 1 plus negative 3 is negative 2. So on that side I'm going to have negative 2x plus negative 3. So I have 17 equals negative 2x plus negative 3. So now I only have a single x variable. That's good. It's being multiplied by negative 2, and it has a negative 3 being added. So first we have to unadd the negative 3. I just plus 3, and 20 equals negative 2 times x. And then I do the opposite of multiply, which is to divide. 20 divided by negative 2 is negative 10. Okay, next problem. First, I can't have this parentheses here. I need to make that a plus negative and then distribute. So negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. And negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. So I only have a single x. Here it is. It's being multiplied by negative 4. So I'm going to unadd the 2 by minusing 2. That's 13 equals negative 4x. And then I divide by negative 4. 13 divided by negative 4 is negative 3.25. Okay, next problem. We have to get these parentheses out of here first. Okay, so it's going to be a 1x plus negative 4, and then 2x plus 1. So I distribute the 5 and the 7. So 5 times 1x is 5x. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20, and then on the other side we have 14x plus 7. So now we have two different x's, but they're on opposite sides. Okay, up here they're on the same side, so I just added them together. But here they're on opposite sides. So if they're on opposite sides, we have to balance. Okay, we have to balance. I usually balance out the smaller one, so I take away 5x minus 5x. So negative 20 is equal to 9x plus 7. So here's my single x. It's being multiplied by 9. There's a 7 being added, so I minus 7. So negative 27 equals 9x, and then I divide by 9. And negative 27 divided by 9 is negative 3. Okay, next problem. Make that. You got to get rid of the parentheses, okay? So we have 5x plus 4x plus negative 5. But on the other side, we're going to have 4x plus 2. Okay, now we got x's on the opposite sides. So they're on opposite sides. So again, we need to balance. But the problem is they're the same. So I'm going to So if they're the same on opposite sides, we can cancel those out. Then it's either an all solution or a no solution answer. Now, is negative 5 equal to 2? Is that true? No, so that's a no solution. Okay. Now, if they're the same number, if that would have been 2 and 2, I would write all solutions. Okay, now let's look at this one. We have to get rid of this parentheses. So first, I don't like minuses, any minus operator, and that's a 1x plus a negative 4. So I'm going to take negative 2 times 1x, that's negative 2x. Then I'm going to take negative 2 times negative 4, that's positive 8. Now, there's another term we have to add, and that's the 7x before we write equals 10, okay? Because so the 7x wasn't a factor in that distribution. Okay, so here's my equals. The x's are on the same side, so again, you're not going to balance, just draw a little pyramid and write the word add. Negative 2 plus 7 is 5x plus 8 equals 10. So here's the only x it's being multiplied by 5, but I have to unadd this 8. So minus 8 minus 8, that's 2. So 5x is equal to 2. And then divide by 5. It's a decimal. You can write 2/5 or 0.4. Okay, I'm going to cross out number 9. Don't worry about that. Okay, number 8. X, there's only an x, but at this time it's not being multiplied, it's being divided. But first I need to unadd this 7. So minus 7, that's 5. And then what's the opposite of division? Multiplication. Since multiplication is commutative, I'm just going to multiply 5 by negative 2, and that's negative 10. Okay, next problem. X, here's the only x. Now it's being multiplied and being divided. Okay, so I don't need to worry about adding or subtracting anything. First, I'm going to undivide this 4 by multiplying it. Now I don't have to see a fraction there. So negative 3x equals 72. I'm going to unmultiply the negative 3 by dividing. And 72 divided by negative 3 is negative 24. Okay, number 11. An online movie club offers a membership fee of $5. Members can rent movies for $1.50 each. A member was billed $15.50 for 1 month. How many movies were rented? So we're trying to figure out the movies. So I have movies and money. Money can never be X, so then the movies would have to be per, so dollars per movie. Now, if it says movies are this each, that's the dollars per movie. Okay, so $1.50. So it's only one rate of change, so I make one line. So put x comma y 0 in for x. If you don't like that x 0, just get rid of it. It's fine. Plus, and then mxy. This is my M, $1.50, so that's going to go in front of the X. It's $1.50X, because X is movies. Now, before $1.50, you had $5, so that Y is 5. So now I have an equation I can write. 5 plus $1.50X equals Y. Now, I need to put $15.50 into this equation. Now, it's dollars, and dollars is Y, so I need to replace the Y. So 5 plus $1.50X equals $15.50. And now I need to solve for X. X is being multiplied by $1.50, but there's a 5 being added, so I need to unadd the 5 first. So 1.50X equals 10.50 or 10.5. And then I divide by $1.50. And 10.5 divided by $1.50 is 7. So 7 movies. Okay, number 12. Shirley is going to have the exterior of her home painted. Tim's painting charges $250 along with $14 per hour. Colorful Paints charges $22 per hour. How many hours would the job need to take in order for Tim's painting to equal the cost of Colorful Paints? So we're figuring out the hours. So hours and money. So hours is X, money's Y. Time's always X. So dollars per hour. All right, I have $14 per hour and I have $22 per hour. So I put 14, 22. So that's 2 rates of change there. So that would be 2 different lines. I'm going to make the lines when I know the rate of change. So X, Y plus then MX, Y. X, Y plus MX, Y. Okay, my M's are these, so it's just 14X and 22X. Then before the 14, we had 250 as the prior cost. Okay, we'll cross out those as I put them. Then before the $22 per hour, we really don't have a prior cost, so that's 0. So what I want to do is know when those lines will be equal, when those graphs will be equal. So I want to know when 250 plus 14x, I don't really care when it's equal to y, I want to know it's equal to 22x. Okay, now I can solve for x. Got 2 x's, they're on opposite sides, so we balance out the smaller one, okay? Balance, so I take away 14x, so 250 equals 8x. Divide by 8, and that's 31.25 hours.